Chairman, for calling this important hearing. I look forward to hearing from today's witnesses about the lessons learned from the European experience with the carbon cap and trade program and the U.S. expertise and experience with acid rain program, which is enacted in part of the 1990 Clean Air Act, a bill that I was pleased to support. The key lesson I think that we can draw from the acid rain program is that the state of commercially available technology is critical. In 1990, technology to control sulfur dioxide emissions from coal-fired power plants was readily and commercially available. Congress determined that the most economic way to encourage the deployment of this technology was to put a cap on the emission of this pollutant in law, provide time to comply, and allow utilities to acquire, bank, and trade allowances. Unfortunately, no commercially available technology exists at this time to remove CO2, which I would like to point out is not a pollutant. From electricity generation, vehicles, and industry that rely upon carbon-based fuels. Because no technology exists to remove CO2 emitted when we turn on the lights, start our cars, or manufacture goods, a cap-and-trade system such as the one in place in Europe is not an effective mechanism to control the greenhouse gas emissions. I've described such a system in the past as cap and pray, since a cap without technology requires one of several bad choices. We can turn off the power, we can switch fuels, which threatens our energy security and future economic well-being, or we simply tax the generation and use electricity. In fact, the latter is what the European system has done. It is no surprise to me that the price of carbon credit is closely correlated with the price of electricity. And finally, I would note, while Europeans are paying these costs, almost none of these countries are on pace to meet their Kyoto obligations. I've always believed good energy policy is good environmental policy, and the reverse is also true. Good environmental policy should be good energy policy. I believe the key to our future energy security is technology. We need to drive technology to reduce our carbon profile when we burn coal to generate electricity. We need to get more out of our motor fuels from clean, renewable fuels like ethanol and soy diesel, and we need to increase our reliance on nuclear power. I'd like to take a second to talk about a phone call I had yesterday with a fellow by the name of Dean Kamen, which I think illustrates the point that technology innovation are the key to the world's energy and economic future. Everybody knows Dean Kamen. He's famous for inventing the Segway. But I was surprised to learn that he's invented several devices that can help those underdeveloped countries provide electricity and clean water. Imagine a device that continuously outputs a kilowatt of electricity, enough to light 70 energy-efficient light bulbs, all on an abundant local fuel, cow dung, in a village that has never had electricity. This is life-altering technology. In short, Mr. Chairman, I think we can all learn from such examples by encouraging the development and deployment of technologies that we can overcome in a relatively short period of time. Our energy issues, whether it is dependence upon the unstable foreign sources of energy or the emissions of greenhouse gases, once these innovations are in place, then it's time to discuss measures such as cap and trade to make sure that these technologies are deployed in the most economic and expeditious fashion. Mr. Chairman, I thank you for having this hearing, and I thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hastert. The gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Doyle, is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you.